Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk all about fall energy and what that means for you. Like, I don't know about where you guys are, but here in Seattle, like it turned to fall this past weekend and it has been amazing. Like the days are getting shorter and we are going to have the fall equinox on Thursday. And so now it's like getting darker earlier and it's getting cooler, and we had so much rain, which was amazing. We so needed it, but it is like sweater weather and boots and all that good stuff. And I am a huge fan of just the leaves changing and also the general vibe of fall energy. And so with like I'm looking out my window with the trees starting to turn color and then they start to fall. It's also a time for us. Good afternoon to you, Tiffany. It is still morning here on the West Coast. But also just like the trees, like this is also when life and you as a human also starts to, like your energy starts to decline and you start to go inward, which is what the fall is all about, right? And so this is a time to rest and to reflect, and also to reflect on this past year, right? And what you've created this year. So it's about personal accomplishments. It's about harvesting everything that you have accomplished this year, and all of the accomplishments, all of the triumphs, all of the challenges that you journeyed through. Okay. And so the fall equinox serves as a time and a reminder to bring into balance what we have accomplished this year. So like summer energy is all about like, I mean, I kind of talked about this. It's like super frenetic energy, right? Especially this past summer where like, there were so many restrictions lifted, right? So everybody was traveling and barbecuing and doing all this stuff that I know for myself, I felt like it was like this frenetic energy that was happening. And so now with back to school time and the weather changing and just the fall, the planet shifting, right, is a time to go, okay, let's take an inventory on the past 6 months. And how can we now balance it out? So now we're going into fall, and now we're then going into winter, where spring and summer is very more externally focused, right? Like things are blooming and blossoming and the sun is shining and all the things, right? At least in this hemisphere. And then the fall and the winter are, in order to balance it out, is a time for reflection and going within. Yes, sweaters and apple cider. I'm not a fan of candy corn. I am just not. But I cannot wait to go pumpkin picking and having apple cider and just being in this weather. And one thing I actually miss about the East Coast, like the West Coast has like, it's amazing in terms of like the beauty and the grandeur of all the natural, all this natural beauty. But the Northeast, nothing can beat the Northeast when it comes to the fall and the leaves changing and the crunch of the leaves under my feet. Like here, because it rains a lot, we don't get the crunchy leaves. So that's a little disappointing. So I do miss my Northeast autumns. So, and so as this year is coming to a close or dying, right? This is all about death and rebirth. This is the phase that we're going into for the next 6 months, right? It's not just fall, but it's like fall and, winter. It is a time to think about death in our own lives, right? And not just literal deaths, but if there are literal deaths, it's like to honor and remember those who have passed on, which is basically what Halloween is really all about, right? But it's also a symbolic death. Like, what needs to die within you in order for new life to grow? I know you don't get that very much in Austin, do you? Color change. Yes, the color change is definitely one of my favorites too. So in autumn, we are essentially prepping ourselves to be reborn in the spring, right? It's a time of turning inward and exploring our underground selves, like our dreams, our intuition, those shadow aspects of ourselves, right? So if you look at like spring and summer, sunshine, right? Outward. And then when you look at fall and winter, it is the moon, it's the intuitive, it's the divine feminine. It's all about going within and nurturing inside that like cave, inside that womb, right? And that is the balance. Even if you think about the moon, it's a full moon tonight. And then in 2 weeks, it's going to be the new moon where it's all darkness. There's always a balance, like high tide, low tide, right? And as humans, we've been conditioned to just be in that sunshine and to go, 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 and to our detriment. And now it's about embracing those quieter moments and embracing that darkness and those shadows and that inner world, outer world, inner world. This is the time to go within. And so as we start to tune into that darkness, hi, Christy. As we start to tune into that darkness, we realize that it's not scary, right? And that it's absolutely necessary for our well-being, right? And the more that we tune into that void, and I'm talking like, that void that everybody is scared of, like that space in between. I was talking with one of my friends this weekend, how he's in this space of in between in terms of like his job and career and whatnot. And it's like, and it's really uncomfortable because we've been conditioned to be scared of that unknown, right? And to be scared of that void. But when we're in that space that fall represents, it's when we connect to that magic and that mystery and that intuition. And right now, as we're entering fall, it is so ridiculously tangible. Like, I love Halloween. I love the fall. I love all of it. And oh my gosh, I just realized that Halloween is like a Scorpio holiday. It falls within Scorpio. I mean, I'm going to be 50 in November and I just got that. But it's like, that energy of like the unknown and that energy of like those just deep mysteries are just what I'm all about. So it's like, I'm always like, this season is my favorite, but I really do believe that like the fall might be my favorite. And I love the spring too. And so, but this time is ideal for manifesting. Manifesting made easy is having this idea, feeling the feeling behind it, and then taking the steps to create it. Okay. But here's these are some fun things that you can do to bring in the fall. Make a gratitude list of all of your accomplishments that you've been harvesting this year. What were your blessings of 2021? Okay. Another thing is do a fall cleaning, right? Just like spring cleaning, do fall cleaning. Like literally and figuratively, like what no longer serves you, right? And you could get all, I'm going to like butcher the way that you say it, but it's like, get all like huggy, Hygge, right? I have that in my notes. And it's like, I love getting all hoogie with it and just like, you know, creating like lighting candles and like just getting your home all cozy, right? And then be out in nature, always nature. It's always going to make you feel good and better, right? And journal like what that means for you. Like even I couldn't wait to go walk the other day in the rain because it smells good and it energetically rinses everything away. Flipping what your shadow represents in your mind. Shadow of a tree gives shade and protect. Exactly. Because there's always something to learn from the shadows, right? Like we can't appreciate the light unless we hang out in the shadows, right? And honor what the shadows represent. You know, like get a pumpkin for yourself, you know? And so like, that's also a thing. Like just enjoy being, because that is what the fall and winter are about, is about saying no, right? Setting some boundaries and just cozying up. And so that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. And I wanted to, I don't know, what day is this? So November 5th is when I start Chakra Chicks again in my soul circle. And so keep your eyes out, because I will be talking all about the chakras. I will be, I'm going to do an introduction to the chakra system masterclass, and I am going to do, actually, I'm still going to do the sacred morning practice. So I think I'm going to do that the second week of October. And so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to be included in that, then just DM me your email, and I'll make sure that you are on the email list, because I'm going to be sending out daily prompts for the sacred morning practice challenge. And it's really a challenge for yourself, right? And it's like, I don't even know if like challenge isn't even the best word for it, but it's just a discipline. It's a good discipline. It's a self-love discipline. So I am rambling. I know, I'm excited too. And I absolutely love the chakras. And so in the soul circle, we are going to be deep diving for like the next 8 or 9 months on the chakras, because I'm going to do a little introduction and all that kind of stuff. And I know, Amy, if you want to give a shout out, you did it last year and it was awesome. And it's the spiritual, psychological, emotional, and physical aspects of each. I do little mini hypnotherapies, which I call hypno healings and teachings. And it's it's absolutely awesome. That is it. Go honor the fall and create some good, yummy fall energy for yourself, and let yourself be in that void and the mysteries of life. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.